where PCORI is also trying to, in part of the context of culture change, really be part of a set of actors that are encouraging getting credit for data sharing and treating the data set itself as a scientific asset rather than the publications that are, and that I mean, just as a funder, we are one part of this. Obviously, the institutions where these researchers live are going to have to come along too and recognize that as like a key scientific contribution, not just a publication in a high impact journal or any journal, but where the data generation, the generating of data sets itself is a contribution that should be recognized, and that, and if there's, the happenstance that data set gets used a lot, is cited a lot, one would want those identifiers for citation and tracking and seeing how the life of a data set that's generated, through one investigator team kind of just takes on other scientific lives as it's used and reused. And it's also, it helped, frankly, for PCORI, it also helps us track and say, here's a one metric of impact for the studies that we fund, that these data sets are being used and reused. It's not just that they yielded one body of evidence from one study, but subsequent to that, we can look years down the road and see that data set was a kind of wellspring for other studies or has been used in other studies, meta-analyses, et cetera, to really further, advance science. And also, the main goal is, like, can it improve patient outcomes?